Now let's bring in North Carolina Congressman Richard Hudson. Parts of his congressional district are under evacuation order. He joins us now on the phone. Congressman, what's the latest in terms of what you're seeing on the ground in your community?
Well, thanks for having me on. We continue to be very concerned about flooding. The rain continues to come, but even as parts of the state are, the skies are clearing, we're still worried about flooding, flash flooding. They're saying we could be 1,000-year flood levels in some cases. And so the message is to folks, pay attention. If your community calls for an evacuation, you need to follow the directions.
Did a lot of your constituents heed the evacuation order and get out?
Well, my district in the east starts in downtown Fayetteville, North Carolina, and works west from there to the Raleigh suburbs, the Charlotte suburbs. And so our folks weren't in the initial evacuation orders, but there has been a mandatory evacuation now since yesterday for folks along the Cape Fear River in Cumberland County. That we're going to have historic flood levels there, even more than 2 years ago with Hurricane Matthew.
Our colleague Leland Vittert was reporting about roads being washed out. Is that what you're hearing from folks in your community?
Absolutely. Even Interstate 95 is closed down in several sections. I'm here I've just been meeting with the governor and FEMA folks, and I'm actually trying to find a route to get from Raleigh down to Fayetteville because so many roads are closed now, and so it is a real concern. If folks are home, if you're in the shelter, don't venture out if you don't have to, because and certainly if you're out driving and you see water covering the road, even a few inches can wash out a vehicle. And
sure,
do not drive into water. It's still a very dangerous situation here in North Carolina.
Congressman, how has the coordination been between the federal government, state and local authorities? It's
been outstanding. And, this is a time when you put party aside. And so we have a Democrat governor here, Roy Cooper, who, in my opinion, is providing great leadership and I think is doing all the right things even before the storm to prepare us. Working very closely with President Trump, who has really been extraordinary, provided record levels of federal assistance, whether it's the thousands of boots on the ground through FEMA and other federal agencies, the helicopters, the meals, the water. In my opinion, the federal, state, and local coordination has been really good.
Well, Congressman Richard Hudson of the great state of North Carolina, our best to you and your constituents, and we wish the community a speedy recovery.
I appreciate it. Thank you.